let's take a look at our top selections.
The second of 5 stakes races for California breds on Saturday at Santa Anita is the Leanne Howard California Cup Oaks. It's race number 6, a mile on grass for 3-year-old fillies bred in the state of California. And even though this race is restricted to California breds, some pretty good horses have gone through the winner's circle recently in the Cal Cup Oaks. In fact, in 2017, Sir Cat Sally won the California Cup Oaks, and she would go on to win 3 graded stakes races. In 2019, the winner was Mucho Unusual. She would go on to win the Grade 2 San Clemente, the Grade 1 Rodeo Drive just this last fall, and then recently during the Santa Anita Winter Meet, she won a Grade 3. She's also nominated to a couple stakes races later on this weekend, talking about Mucho Unusual. The point is, even though this is a state-bred restricted race, maybe we should pay attention to whoever wins this race, because some pretty good fillies have won this mile grass race. Are there any good fillies in the field? Well, let's take a look at the field and talk a little bit about the lineup. It's race number 6, and a full field of 10 start in this race, including 3 trained by Carla Gaines. Sensible Cat, who's the likely favorite. Closing Remarks, we'll talk a little bit about her, and Westward Breeze, all 3 trained by Carla Gaines. And Sensible Cat is probably going to start as the favorite. I say probably because I'm not convinced that she has to win. This is a very competitive field, and I didn't even pick Sensible Cat in the top 2. Nothing against Sensible Cat. My only quarrel with her is that her odds, I believe, are going to be lower than they should be, especially against a couple of fillies who had tough trips last time out, talking about number 4, Warren's Candy Girl, and Closing Remarks. Well, let's first address the favorite. Sensible Cat is a very good filly. She's lightly raced. She's a daughter of Bluegrass Cat, and last time out, she scored her very first stakes win, and it was at Los Alamitos. Let's take a look at the tape of the race. Sensible Cat winning the Soviet Problem. Now, this is a dirt race. Yeah, I understand that. And Governor Got Even, who is also in this field, they're going to finish 1-2. Sensible Cat will hold off Governor Got Even. This is kind of a grinding stretch run, isn't it? It could just be the video. I don't know. But it's not an impressive win by Sensible Cat. It's more of a grinding out win. So that was a dirt race. I guess the question is, can Sensible Cat run on grass? Well, you better believe she can, because it was 2 starts back when she ran in a maiden race that Sensible Cat took off. And she scored a powerful win by 2 lengths, a highly rated win over the Del Mar grass course. And that this is the race in which trainer Carla Gaines had the confidence to put her up into a stakes race next time out. And by the way, the runner-up in this race is a filly by the name of Warren's Candy Girl, and we'll talk about her in just a minute. I like her to win the Cal Cup Oaks on Saturday, hopefully at a little bit of a price. Sensible Cat is good. Not going to knock her. She can dirt, she can grass, she can finish. She's getting better. And the only knock on her is that her odds are probably going to be a little bit lower than they should be. Now, what about Gaines' other starter, one of her 2 other starters? And that would be Closing Remarks. She won her career debut. She finished an okay 4th in the Surfer Girl Stakes. And then last time out, Gaines pushed her up into a Grade 3 race at Del Mar. It was the Jimmy Durante Stakes. And poor Closing Remarks. She's 2 off the rail in 4th position right now, just outside the 1. She's wearing the white and green checkered silks of Harris Farms. And watch what happens to poor Closing Remarks and Umberto Rispoli. Looking for a place to run. Looks like she has some run. Rispoli looks over his left shoulder, trying to gut guts inside. No room developed. She steadies, and that was the end of the line for poor Closing Remarks. Now, who knows where she would have finished? She might have finished out of the money anyway, but she had a terrific alibi for losing that race. That was Closing Remarks with a brutal trip, an impossible trip, and you'd have to call her effort completely inconclusive. She's dropping from open company to a race for Calbreds. We know she's fast enough. At least she is, based on her 4th place finish against open company 2 starts back. And facing Calbreds, I think that number 6, Closing Remarks, has a big chance to upset her perhaps more accomplished stablemate Sensible Cat. But when all is said and done, there's a long shot. I don't know how much of a long shot she will be. And she is still a maiden, and Sensible Cat has already defeated number 4 Warren's Candy Girl, who I like and who I will be wagering on if the price is right on Saturday. Why do I like a maiden after 5 starts? Well, because each race has been a little bit better than the race before. And her most recent start, Warren's Candy Girl, it was December 31st at Santa Anita. She took up sharply on the first turn and lost position. And then look where she ended up turning into the stretch, about 8 wide. She took up sharply on the first turn, was wide the rest of the way, 5 wide on the far turn, 8 wide coming into the stretch. And Warren's Candy Girl continues to try to win this race, and she fell short by only a nose. And how much best was she in this maiden race? I don't know, 5 lengths, 6 lengths? With a clean trip, she would have won clear. Warren's Candy Girl is getting good now. And I think it's just a coincidence that she's still a maiden after 5 starts. Her most recent start was the best start of her career. And if she can reproduce that performance with a clean trip on Saturday under Drayden Van Dyke, I think that Warren's Candy Girl might be able to break her maiden in a stakes race. It happens all the time. Or maybe Sensible Cat is simply a better filly than Warren's Candy Girl. After all, Sensible Cat did defeat Warren's Candy Girl 2 starts back. So bottom line, it's a 10-horse field. There is pace in here to run at. Smooth Like Butter, Super Game, and number 5, I'm So Anna all have speed. It should be a truly run race. Carla Gaines has 3 in the field. 2 of them have a big chance, Sensible Cat and also Closing Remarks. But I'll be gambling on a maiden to break her maiden in a stakes race, and that's number 4, Warren's Candy Girl, a daughter of Clubhouse Ride, trained by Craig Lewis, owned and bred by Ben and Sally Warren. Let's see if we can get Warren's Candy Girl home at a price in race number 6 on Saturday at Santa Anita.